Every fall, millions of people over 60 experience a mysterious energy crash that makes them feel decades older than they did just weeks before. They wake up tired, drag through their days, and wonder if this crushing fatigue is just normal aging. But here's the truth. This autumn energy crash isn't inevitable. It's your body crying out for 4 specific nutrients that become critically depleted as summer ends. If you've ever felt your energy completely disappear when the seasons change, if you've experienced that bone-deep tiredness that sleep doesn't fix, or if you've wondered why you feel like you're running on empty right when you need energy most for fall activities, then this video could restore the vitality you thought was gone forever. Here's what most people don't realize. After 60, your body's energy production systems become more vulnerable to seasonal nutrient depletion. The same changes that were barely noticeable in your 40s now create an energy crisis that can last months if not addressed properly. In the next 20 minutes, I'll reveal the 4 anti-fatigue nutrients that can prevent autumn energy crashes and restore your natural vitality. These aren't random supplements. They're specific nutrients that target the exact energy vulnerabilities that develop after 60. And most importantly, I'll tell you about the one nutrient that 90% of people have never heard of but could be the missing piece in your energy puzzle. A nutrient that powers every cell in your body but naturally disappears after 60, leaving you feeling exhausted no matter how much you rest. But before we start, if you're here because you refuse to accept that crushing fatigue is just part of getting older, you're already thinking like someone who will age with energy and vitality. Quick legal note. This is educational content only, not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements, especially if you take medications or have health conditions. You'll find the complete disclaimer in the description below. Now let's explore these energy-supporting nutrients. Have you ever experienced that crushing exhaustion where you feel tired in your bones, like every cell in your body has simply given up? You sleep for 8 hours, but wake up feeling like you haven't rested at all. Simple tasks that used to be automatic now feel like climbing mountains. This bone-deep fatigue that makes you wonder if you're aging faster than you should. This is what happens when your cellular energy switch gets turned off. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your cells that creates this autumn energy crisis. Vitamin D3 isn't just the sunshine vitamin for bones. It's actually the master switch that controls energy production in every single cell of your body. Your mitochondria, the tiny power plants in your cells, need vitamin D3 to function efficiently. These cellular engines produce the energy currency called ATP that powers everything from your heartbeat to your thoughts. When vitamin D3 levels crash, it's like turning down the power to every cellular engine in your body. After 60, this energy crisis becomes particularly devastating because you're already dealing with natural mitochondrial aging. Your cellular power plants are becoming less efficient, and then vitamin D depletion hits like turning off the main electrical switch. The result? That deep, bone-crushing fatigue that makes everything feel impossible. But here's the critical timing secret that most people miss. Your vitamin D levels don't gradually decline, they crash. Research shows levels can drop 30 to 40% between August and November. If you wait until you feel exhausted to start supplementing, you're already months behind in restoring your cellular energy systems. For energy support after 60, you typically need higher amounts. 2,000 cal, 4,000 IU daily, because your aging cells are less efficient at using vitamin D3 for energy production. The absorption factor is crucial too. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, so taking it on an empty stomach wastes most of its energy-supporting potential. Take it with healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, or avocado to ensure your cellular power plants actually receive the fuel they need. Here's the timing strategy that changes everything. Start vitamin D. 3 supplementation by early September, before your energy crashes. This maintains your cellular power supply instead of trying to restart it after months of depletion. And here's what this feels like when you get it right. Instead of that heavy, dragging exhaustion, you start to feel a natural lightness returning to your body. Your energy becomes steady and reliable rather than unpredictable. You wake up feeling like you actually rested, and daily activities start feeling manageable again instead of overwhelming. Think of vitamin D3 as keeping the lights on in your cellular power grid. Without it, every other energy-supporting strategy struggles to work effectively. Have you ever felt like you're running on fumes but can't slow down? That exhausting sensation where you're physically drained, but your mind won't stop racing? You lie in bed bone-tired but can't fall asleep because you feel wired and agitated. It's like being trapped in a car that won't shift out of high gear. You're burning through fuel at an unsustainable rate while feeling completely depleted. This torturous, tired but wired state is your nervous system crying out for its natural brake pedal. The second nutrient addresses this hidden cause of autumn fatigue that most people never consider. Magnesium acts as your nervous system's natural brake pedal, and without adequate levels, you're burning through energy at an unsustainable rate while feeling exhausted and wired at the same time. Here's the energy drain that magnesium deficiency creates after 60. Your stress response system becomes more sensitive with age, and seasonal changes trigger elevated cortisol levels that should naturally calm down, but don't. Without sufficient magnesium, your nervous system gets stuck in an accelerated idle, constantly burning energy even when you're trying to rest. This creates the exhausting paradox of feeling tired but wired. You're physically drained but can't relax. You need rest but feel agitated. Your body is burning through energy reserves while simultaneously preventing you from recharging them. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, many of them related to energy production and nervous system regulation. After 60, your ability to absorb magnesium decreases, medications can deplete it, and seasonal stress increases your needs right when your intake often decreases. But here's where most people go wrong with magnesium supplementation. They choose magnesium oxide because it's cheap and widely available, but it's poorly absorbed and often causes digestive upset. For energy support, you need forms that actually reach your nervous system. Magnesium glycinate is the gold standard for nervous system calming and energy restoration. The glycine component provides additional calming effects while improving absorption. Take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate in the evening, about an hour before bed. This helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and restore mode. And here's what this transformation feels like. Instead of that anxious, revved-up exhaustion, you start to experience true calm. Your muscles release tension you didn't even know you were carrying. Sleep becomes genuinely restorative instead of just time spent unconscious. You wake up feeling like your body actually recharged overnight, and that constant underlying anxiety starts to melt away. Think of magnesium as installing a proper brake system in your nervous system's energy consumption, allowing for the natural rest and recovery cycles that restore vitality. Have you ever had a conversation where you know exactly what you want to say, but the words just won't come? Or felt like your thoughts are moving through thick fog, where simple decisions feel overwhelming and your brain seems to be working in slow motion? This isn't senior moments. This is what happens when your brain's internal communication network starts breaking down, leaving you feeling mentally exhausted, even when you haven't done anything particularly challenging. The third nutrient targets this specific type of autumn fatigue that feels different from physical tiredness, the mental fog, lack of motivation, and cognitive exhaustion that makes everything feel overwhelming. Vitamin B12 isn't just an energy vitamin, it's the fuel that keeps your brain's communication network running efficiently. Here's what's happening in your brain that creates this cognitive fatigue. Your neurons need vitamin B12 to produce neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that control motivation, focus, and mental energy. After 60, your body's ability to absorb B12 from food decreases dramatically due to reduced stomach acid production. Meanwhile, your brain's demand for B12 increases as it works harder to maintain the same level of function. This creates what I call neural gridlock. Your brain has the intelligence and capability, but the communication pathways become sluggish and inefficient. Simple decisions feel overwhelming. Tasks that used to be automatic now require enormous mental effort. You have thoughts and ideas, but can't seem to organize them into action. The autumn timing makes this worse because seasonal changes naturally increase your brain's workload. Adapting to new schedules, processing shorter daylight, and managing seasonal stress all require intensive neural communication. Without adequate B12, your brain's messaging system becomes overwhelmed. But here's the critical distinction most people miss. Not all B12 supplements work effectively for cognitive support. Cyanocobalamin, the cheap synthetic form, contains a cyanide molecule that your body must detoxify before it can use the B12. For seniors with compromised detoxification systems, this is counterproductive. Methylcobalamin is the bioactive form that your brain can use immediately without any conversion process. It directly supports neurotransmitter production and neural communication. For cognitive support, effective dosing is typically 500, 1,000 micrograms daily, taken in the morning when you need mental energy most. And here's what mental clarity feels like when you get this right. Thoughts become crisp and organized instead of scattered. Decision-making becomes natural rather than exhausting. You feel mentally alert and sharp instead of constantly fighting through brain fog. Your motivation returns, and mental tasks that felt overwhelming start feeling manageable again. Your brain deserves to communicate clearly and efficiently, so B12 provides the fuel for that vital neural network. Have you ever felt tired at a level that seems to go deeper than your muscles, deeper than your mind, tired in your very essence? It's that exhaustion that doesn't improve no matter how much you rest, where even thinking about being active feels overwhelming. You feel like every cell in your body is running on empty, and no amount of sleep or caffeine can recharge what feels fundamentally drained. This cellular exhaustion that makes you feel older than your years, this is what happens when your body's internal batteries start dying. The fourth nutrient is the secret weapon that 90% of people have never heard of, but it could be the missing piece in your energy puzzle. Coenzyme Q10 isn't just another supplement. It's literally the battery that powers every cell in your body, and after 60, your natural production crashes right when you need it most. Here's what makes CoQ10 so unique in the world of energy support. While other nutrients are like the wiring and fuel for your cellular engines, CoQ10 is the actual spark plug that ignites energy production. It's essential for the final steps of ATP production in your mitochondria. Without adequate CoQ10, you can have all the other nutrients in place, but your cells still can't generate energy efficiently. The age-related decline in CoQ10 is dramatic and begins earlier than most people realize. By age 60, your natural CoQ10 levels can be 50% lower than they were at 20. By 70, they may be down 60 to 70%. This isn't gradual aging. It's a steep decline that directly correlates with the energy crashes many seniors experience. Seasonal stress, reduced activity levels, and the metabolic demands of adapting to shorter days all increase your cell's energy requirements right when your CoQ10 production is naturally declining. It's like asking a car with a dying battery to work harder. CoQ10 is particularly important for your heart and brain because these organs have the highest energy demands. The absorption challenge with CoQ10 is significant. It's a large, fat-soluble molecule that requires the ubiquinol form for better bioavailability, especially for people over 60. Effective doses typically range from 100 to 300 milligrams daily, taken with fats for absorption. And here's what cellular energy restoration feels like. Instead of that bone-deep exhaustion, you start to feel vitality returning from the inside out. Physical activities stop feeling daunting and start feeling possible again. Your stamina becomes reliable rather than unpredictable, and you regain that fundamental sense of aliveness that makes everything else feel achievable. Think of CoQ10 as recharging the batteries in every cell of your body, restoring the fundamental energy production capacity that makes everything else possible. Before I give you the complete energy restoration protocol, here's something for those of you who've watched this far. The synergy secret that can multiply the energy benefits of these four nutrients far beyond what any single one can provide alone. Your cellular energy system works like an orchestra. Each nutrient plays a specific role, but the magic happens when they work together in harmony. Vitamin D3 turns on the cellular power switches, magnesium regulates the energy flow, B12 ensures efficient neural communication, and Q10 provides the actual energy generation capacity. But here's the timing secret that most people miss. Taking these nutrients at optimal times creates exponential benefits. Vitamin D3 with healthy fats in the morning provides all-day cellular energy support. Magnesium in the evening activates recovery and restoration. B12 in the morning fuels neural communication when you need mental energy most. CoQ10 with the largest meal ensures maximum absorption for sustained cellular power. The synergy also means you often need lower doses of each nutrient when they're working together effectively. Your energy systems become more efficient when all the components are present and properly timed. Many people report that combining these 4 nutrients creates an energy renaissance they haven't experienced in years. Not the jittery artificial energy from stimulants, but the smooth, sustainable vitality that comes from properly fueled cellular systems. This isn't about chasing endless energy. It's about restoring the natural vitality that's your birthright at any age. Now, let me give you the complete protocol for energy restoration. Here's your complete protocol for restoring and maintaining energy through fall, winter, and beyond. This isn't just about taking supplements. It's about creating a comprehensive approach that supports your body's changing energy needs after 60. Week 1, 2. Establish your foundation with vitamin D3 and magnesium. Start with 2,000, 3,000 IU of vitamin D3 taken with healthy fats at breakfast. Add 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate 1 hour before bed. These 2 nutrients create the basic infrastructure for energy production and recovery. Week 3, 4. Add B12 for cognitive energy support. Take 500, 1,000 mcg of Methylcobalamin B12 in the morning, either sublingual or with breakfast. Many people notice improved mental clarity and motivation within days of adding proper B12 supplementation. Week 5, 6. Introduce CoQ10 for deep cellular energy restoration. Start with 100 to 200 milligrams of ubiquinol taken with your largest meal for maximum absorption. This nutrient often takes longer to show effects, but provides the most fundamental energy improvements. Throughout this protocol, support absorption and effectiveness with proper nutrition. Include healthy fats at each meal to support fat-soluble vitamin absorption. Stay adequately hydrated, as even mild dehydration significantly impairs energy production. Maintain consistent meal timing to support your body's energy rhythms. Monitor your energy patterns rather than just how you feel moment to moment. Track your morning energy levels, afternoon sustainability, and evening recovery capacity. Notice improvements in mental clarity, physical stamina, and overall vitality, rather than looking for dramatic instant changes. Quality matters enormously with these nutrients. Choose reputable brands that provide bioavailable forms and proper dosing. Third-party testing ensures you're getting what's listed on the label without contaminants that can interfere with absorption. Timing adjustments may be necessary based on your individual response. Some people are sensitive to B12 in the evening, while others find magnesium works better in divided doses. Pay attention to your body's signals and adjust accordingly. The goal isn't to depend on supplements forever, but to restore your energy systems while supporting them with lifestyle factors that maintain vitality naturally. Consistent sleep schedules, regular gentle movement, stress management, and nutrient-dense foods all work synergistically with targeted supplementation. Most people notice significant improvements within 4-6 weeks of implementing this complete protocol, with continued benefits as their cellular energy systems fully restore their capacity. So there you have it, the 4 anti-fatigue nutrients that can prevent autumn energy crashes and restore your natural vitality. Vitamin D3 to power your cellular energy switches. Magnesium to regulate your nervous system's energy consumption. B12 to fuel your brain's communication networks. And CoQ10 to recharge your cellular batteries. Remember, crushing fatigue isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's often your body asking for specific nutritional support that becomes more critical after 60. Now, I have a mission for you. To make this real, write in the comments just one thing from this video you will try this week. Will it be starting vitamin D3 with healthy fats? Will you switch to magnesium glycinate? Will you try methylcobalamin B12? By writing it down, you're making a promise to yourself. Let's see those commitments. And if someone's comment helps you or teaches you something new, please take a moment to thank them. A simple thank you means the world to people who take time to share their experiences. Finally, our mission here is to help as many people as possible reclaim their natural energy. Every like tells YouTube this is valuable, helping us reach more seniors. And if you thought of one specific person while watching this, a friend, a spouse, a sibling, who struggles with these energy crashes, share this video directly with them. You could change how they experience the next few months.